My coworkers have been bullying me into making content about my Tomodachi Life Island, so that is what we're doing today. I am going to walk you through my island and the main cast of characters that we have here. My island is called Glam Island. That is what we call our house, is Lamb House, because it's me, Leah, and Avery. And then when my boyfriend's there, it's Glam House. So this is the Glam Island. So obviously I made the members of Glam first. So here is me. Everyone on the island calls me Queen, but she calls me Me. She's very cute. I love her. The second person I created on my island was my best friend Avery. Only felt right given that we've been friends for 20 years. Next person I made for the island is our other roommate, Leah. Leah is also the only member of Glam at the moment to have kids. Love that for her. She's a mother. Mother is mothering. Next person I made was my boyfriend. So I needed to complete Glam first in honor of Glam Island. Next person I made after him was Avery's fiance, Chase. And the next person I made was Leah's boyfriend, Steven. That kind of completed our Glam Island inner circle. And then the very next person to join the island was Trixie Mattel. I feel like that is pretty self-explanatory for her to be kind of part of the inner circle. Of course, I had to add Katya right along with her. There's Katya. She is quite the character. When she first joined the island, she was just fighting with everyone constantly. She's really mellowed out now, and I think it's because of love. Now we're breaking apart from the chronologically added residents and just going into more of the relationships. No one loves Katya more than this man right here. This is Link from Good Mythical Morning. Up until this point, Katya hadn't had any romantic relationships with anyone on the island. He fell madly in love with her at first sight, and he just could not get enough of her. He ended up telling her his feelings, and he was actually interrupted by Arigato Grande.
The one who truly loves Katya is me.
Which I don't really understand how that happened because they were on the Ferris wheel, but regardless, she interrupted. They told Katya to choose who she wanted, and Katya chose no one.
I choose neither of you.
Link was really hurt and devastated by that for a while, and he still held out hope for her, even though she did not feel the same. And then in time, she actually ended up falling in love with him as well.
I never really noticed Link Neil before, but now I can't get his face out of my mind.
They definitely have the record for Mies who have liked each other the longest without actually being in a relationship. I have done everything I can to get these two together, and they just are acting damn fools. I'll drag them to each other and they'll run away and then just stare at each other from a distance, both blushing. Right now, they literally live together platonically, even though they both have feelings for each other. I think it's very much in the works. I think it's happening soon. So that is who Katya is with. As far as Trixie, our lover girl, fell in love at first sight the minute that Sue Sylvester joined the island. That was a long, long time ago. Sue does not feel the same. She has never felt the same. Most days, Sue barely even likes Trixie as a friend. I tried to make it work for a little bit, tried to get them together, but it is just not working. So instead of Sue and Trixie together, what I think I want to happen and what I think is already kind of happening, Trixie and Rhett from Good Mythical Morning. So that way it'll be the four of them in a little foursome. Already right now we have Trixie, Katya, and Link in one house, and Rhett and Link are best friends. So I think if that can happen, they can all live in the same house together and it can be called the Bald and Mythical. Let's rewind to Arigato Grande. I don't know if y'all caught when I said that earlier, but yes, Arigato Grande is on the island. I actually have a couple Arianas on the island, so let me introduce you to the first Ariana to join the island. Now, with my me stats, shown that Blackiana is my favorite me. She says yeah at the end of every sentence. I added her to the island immediately after Trixie and Katya, so she's been here quite a while. And she is actually married to my boyfriend's best friend, Brian. Before Brian got to the island, Blackiana was just falling in love with literally everyone who was taken. And then Brian joined the island and she was immediately in love with him. He didn't feel the same for a while. And then he eventually came around and now they are married and it's so beautiful. And then we have the aforementioned Arigato Grande. Sometimes I have her in a full kimono, but right now this is what she is rocking with. She is married to Cynthia Erivo. I went back and forth on if I should like make her green or not, but I decided I didn't want to. This is Cynthia Erivo, not Elphaba, but she does float, like hover, defy gravity, if you will. They're very happily married. It was big drama actually because they had crushes on each other and they like weren't saying it. Arigato, obviously, we know, tried to interrupt and get with Katya. Finally, when Arigato told Cynthia her feelings for her, she was interrupted by no other than Scott from Pentatonics. Now, was Scott from Pentatonics a random addition to the island? Yeah, he was. I don't know why I did it. It made me laugh, and so I added him to the island. And this man is always causing drama. He, Arigato, and Cynthia are kind of like a threesome. No. They're kind of like a dynamic trio. They're always together. It's beautiful. It wasn't that beautiful when Scott interrupted Arigato's confession of love, but they managed to get through it and they are all friends now and they are all very close. Now, Scott is actually roommates with Nick Miller or Trenchcoat Nick. So they live in the Snick household. Nick actually recently developed feelings for Scott. So Scott doesn't feel the same as of right now. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that, but that is drama because they're roommates. So that can just be a messy situation. After Nick, I added Mr. Prank Sinatra himself, Winston Bishop, Winnie the Bish. He was a beautiful addition to the island. I put some green shoes on him, or as he would say, brown shoes. Winston actually caught feelings for Glindiana at first sight. Glindiana is a taken woman, so that is not really gonna work out. She is actually dating and living with my coworker Campbell. They are just two blonde icons in love. She usually dresses cunty, but right now she's dressed comfy. And this is very much a comfy Campbell outfit. So Campbell and Glindiana are very in love, but someone else is in love with Campbell, and that is my other coworker, Erin. Erin is very, very in love with her. It's a little bit upsetting to see just because it is not reciprocated. Campbell keeps asking to marry Glindiana, and I keep telling her no, just to like give this some time to work out. I've never had a breakup on the island. I am open to Campbell and Erin getting together. Campbell loves Glindiana. Erin loves Campbell. Someone briefly loved Erin, and the person that loved Erin was none other than Barack Obama. There was one day he was running around in the grass and Erin just started following him and he said, "Oh my goodness, who is that?" So he briefly had feelings for her. Did not last very long because his heart was taken by Mr. Harry Styles. Hashtag Obama. When Barack confessed his feelings, Harry did not reciprocate, and Barack was really upset, and they actually ended up fighting. Right now, Harry is not romantically interested in anyone, but his best friend is Louis Tomlinson. Now, I of course had to make all the One Direction boys. So after Louis, I made Zayn. We have a little bit of a love triangle going on right now with the One Direction boys and Obama. Zayn is in love with Louis and they actually live together in the Zooey household, okay? Louis doesn't like Zayn, but you know who does? Mr. Niall Horan. Niall is living with Mr. Liam Payne. I know he kind of is giving lumberjack. In a perfect world, this top would be like a cutoff sleeve. Those are all the One Direction members. Fun fact about Harry, one of the phrases I added in the game is "I like women and men." He went up to her and talked to her about liking women and men. He came out to her.
I've been wanting to talk with someone about liking women and men.
Harry's good friends with Blackiana. All the Arianas, I made them sisters.
We're so fucking grateful for our sis. We're so fucking grateful for our sis.
So all the Arianas live together in a house with their partners. The last sister, being Catiana Valentine, is a teenager. Most everyone on my island are adults, but I did want to have a bit of variety in ages. So Catiana is a teenager, as is her girlfriend, Jade West. Jade's closest friends are Sue Sylvester and Katya, which I felt like made a lot of sense. So they're both teenagers. The only other teenagers on the island are Leah and Steven's kids. So Sienna is the oldest. She is 16. She has her mom's face, but her dad's coloring. And she has her mom and dad's phrases and quirks, like a mix of them. They just recently had a second kid. Her name is Lillian. She has her dad's face and her mom's coloring, and she has all of her mom's phrases. Sienna goes by Steak and Lillian goes by Sweet Potato. So together they're Steak and Potatoes. Those are all the teenagers on the island. And then the last person on the island, the most recent addition, Gaggy Windy herself. So she just got to the island, so she doesn't have many friends yet. People she's met are me and Katya. So that is a tour of everyone on the island thus far. I love my island. Oh god.